outrage grew today as more horrific revelations surfaced from Bucha, Ukraine, a town northwest of Kyiv.
We're here in the Moshun in the Bucha district, and this is one of our daily distributions that we do all throughout the country. Today you can see these people. We're almost 6 months into this, and how big the need is, right? It's extremely important to understand that. Just about every single house in this area, 95% of all homes in this village were completely destroyed. You'll see bullet holes in every single house, every single window. People have been through a lot here, and we're here for them.
И давали солдатам.
8 years old girls were raped by Russian soldiers here. I know it's true. This is real. It's not a fake story. And you see the people telling this like directly here. It's happened here.
Two Russian missile strikes slammed into a crowded shopping center in central Ukraine today. The Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says more than 1,000 people were in the shopping center.
In situations like these, when people have nowhere else to go, we also supply victims with Bethany Frankel's Be Strong cards to give financial assistance for short-term incidentals and temporary housing. Today, 6.3 million Ukrainians are internally displaced throughout the country and millions more stuck in difficult conditions. To reach as many of these people as possible, GEM routinely services over 108 areas and has distributed over $117 million of life-saving aid. At the same time, we've established partnerships with 152 local Ukrainian organizations who distribute the aid themselves. This program empowers Ukrainian groups by allowing them to support their individual neighborhoods while also supplying regions on the front lines and within conflict zones.
The attacks happened last night and this morning in the Kharkiv region. Ukrainian officials say Russian missile strikes killed at least 17 people.
So here we're in Kharkiv. In this side of town, about 2,000 buildings have been shelled completely. You can see all the windows completely missing, right? And people have nowhere to go, so they stay in their buildings. And there's no resources in this whole entire area. It's basically like a ghost town. So we have to bring resources to these buildings on a continuous basis. So GEM does that ourselves, and then we have partners that do it also with the aid that we bring from the United States. And then we also supply government hubs so they can do the distributions. That's how wide it is. And if we don't find a solution for windows, literally by November, all these people are going to become ice cubes in their own apartments, or they're going to be forced to go back to refugee status, and then there'll be millions coming back into Poland and Europe and America. So this is a big problem. This is one of so many regions that has the exact same problem. But today we're here in Kharkiv.
In total, GEM has delivered 536 trucks of humanitarian aid to the region. In order to address the crisis better logistically, GEM Be Strong has since opened an additional warehouse in Kyiv, Ukraine. From here, aid is trucked in from our Polish warehouses and organized for the distribution missions. Volunteers in Warsaw and Kyiv also create our family necessity kits, which are designed to provide a family with all of their food, water, and hygiene needs for over 2 weeks. These boxes are brought to those who absolutely need it most, those in-country and without access to resources. By routinely supplying family kits to these areas, people can stay in their homes while reducing the chance of having to become internally displaced or having to leave the country. In addition to delivering aid, GEM is supporting rebuilding efforts throughout Ukraine on homes, schools, medical centers, and other buildings impacted by shelling and missile strikes. The rebuilding program is currently repairing over 7 schools, 3 medical clinics, 2 hospitals, 31 homes, and 8 apartment buildings. By fixing windows, heating systems, and roofing on damaged buildings, individuals are able to stay or return to their communities. Additionally, these projects create jobs for local builders and support the economy in areas recovering from the attacks.
So this is an apartment building. A rocket went right through it, blew off this whole section. 85 people get to come back home because of this project, and some of the owners are actually participating in it. They wanted it done. And they were refugees in Germany and Poland. And they all came together and they decided that this is what they wanted so they can move out of refugee status and basically come back home to their community. So that's why these projects are really important. When they come back home, their kids go back to school, they get back in their economy. It produces jobs, as you could see. There's a whole multitude of reasons why this is a good thing to do. So we're here in the Bucha district. This is school number 6. And what's interesting here is you can see the menu. This is the cafeteria. And if you look, it says February 22nd. It's the last menu that they posted of what they were gonna eat because they had to evacuate after that and they've never been back here. And what's even more beautiful is that right here, it's gonna say September 1st, and we're gonna have a new menu because we're putting them back in school now because of this project. So one of the reasons why this is so important is this field right here actually had a rocket land in the middle of the field. And just by replacing this field, all 300 students get to come play here and they get to have gatherings here. And think about a child, right? That's right now living in a destroyed neighborhood, and then that's all he's like living and breathing and thinking. And then all of a sudden, there's 300 children that are together playing in a field and united with their friends, right? Think how that changes their mindset and the importance of something like that.
After 200 days assisting in the Ukraine crisis, Gem Be Strong, in partnership with former First Lady of Poland, Jolanta Kwaśniewska, has relocated over 39,000 individuals to 48 countries worldwide. Additionally, in partnership with Smart Aid, Gem Be Strong has also equipped over 50 smart classes, which provide education access for children displaced from the crisis. As the winter approaches here in Ukraine, the need for additional aid and home repairs becomes even more critical, and GEM plans to increase efforts during this time to meet this increased need. The average winter temperatures here will drop below -5 degrees Celsius or 23 degrees Fahrenheit, making it a very difficult environment for individuals staying in the country. To see more of our work in Ukraine and how to get involved, visit globalempowermentmission.org. This support is made possible by our generous donors and partners. We thank each and every one of you.